You should wash your hand before entering the temple.
Oops, I'm sorry, but why?
It means disrespect to God.
Oh, I see. By the way, what are all of these?
These are the statues of gods.
Wow, that's spectacular. Tell me more about it.
We would like to, but I think this ebook might be more informative than me. Here, take it.
It did give me some information, but I still can't understand most of the content, and it got a lot of space to include. Could you explain to me?
I can't explain it to you because my English is not good enough. I'm sorry about that.
Just like what you saw in the dialogue, many temples around Taiwan don't have the ability to gather tourists from all over the world. What's worse, some of them lack of resources to make English guidebook. Therefore, we are here to solve the problem with the new version of our ebook.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Karina.
I'm Leonie.
I'm Kara. I'm Vicky.
And I'm Melissa.
Traditional Taiwanese religious beliefs have become a polytheistic blend of ancestor worship, Taoism, Buddhism, and folk religions, which makes it hard for foreigners to understand.
Therefore, we are going to talk about Taiwanese worship cultures to foreigners and create an ebook based on foreigners' opinions.
Now, we would like to give you an overview of the presentation. Firstly, we will start by giving a brief introduction. Secondly, we will talk about the purpose and the method of the study.
Then it is the research results we will be talking about, and we will show you the changes that we made to the ebook.
Finally, we will end our presentation with our conclusion.
I hope we have sparked your interest in what we are going to share with you. So let's get started.
Most foreigners know little about the local temple worship culture in Taiwan. Though some temples have guides, they are usually the elderly who speak Taiwanese.
Even most of the Taiwanese don't know the technical terms related to worship. Let's take a small quiz to see whether you're capable to be an English guide in the temple or not. People who know the two pieces of wood are called in English, please raise your hand. No. Anyone else? No one knew. Actually, the answer is divination blocks. However, the foreigners still can't understand what it is and how they can use it. It's result from a lack of knowledge of our ritual culture. Moreover, foreigners often face language barriers with the temple staff. We did a survey and found that 59% of the respondents have little or no comprehension to Taiwanese ritual culture, and only 36% of them have the knowledge of the ritual.
Looking at these numbers, we decided to add more information to the ebook we created and make it easier for tourists to access online in order to carry forward our culture. There are several goals we want to achieve. The first goal is to make our ebook easier to understand. The first version of our ebook was said to be too childish and lacking in information. Therefore, the new version will become not only informative but also interactive to the readers.
Besides making our ebook better, the main purpose of the book is so that the foreigners can get the information of Taiwanese worship culture more easily. Moreover, they will be able to get the details and break their meaning all at once.
As a Taiwanese, our worship culture is a solid foundation on which we came together as one and advance constantly toward greater prosperity. Hence, it is our duty to carry our worship culture.
To fulfill our purpose, we sent a questionnaire with the first version of our ebook to the foreigners to see if they could understand our worship culture through our ebook.
We made a questionnaire with the previous ebook attached and posted it on the Foreigners in Taiwan fan club. Take a look at this ebook. Isn't it cute? At first, we thought this ebook was good enough.
However, from all the responses, we found that our respondents were not quite satisfied with the book. Moreover, we also learned how they feel about this culture and what we could add in our ebook.
The results are as important as our approaches, right? Hence, we're going to show what we have found from a survey with you. Our first question is to ask a foreigner how curious they are about our worship culture. Among 54 respondents, only 10% of them were not interested. The people who were interested account for 7%.
On the other hand, approximately 83% of the respondents said they were quite curious or fascinated and even wanted to learn more about it from our ebook. According to this bar graph, it indicates that most of the foreigners are willing to know our worship culture.
Apart from curiosity, do you want to know what religious they are? Here's the answer. More than half of them are atheists. Well, some of them are Christianity and Buddhism. From here, we can tell that none of the foreigners are religious to Taiwanese God, which result in not knowing any details of our culture.
They also gave us some advices on our ebook. Of all the participants, there were 23 people who advised us that we should extend the content of each god and goddess. On the other hand, there were 10 respondents suggesting that we revise the way we present our ebook and the fonts we use.
We also asked what the foreigners might want to learn in our ebook. They replied and asked, where are those little weird-shaped blocks people pick up and drop? Where did the gods came from? Why is there food on table during holidays? These questions show that the contents of our ebook are not informative enough.
Based on all those comments, we made a new version of our ebook. We modified our original ebook style based on the suggestion, including photos, font size, and picture. Some comments also said that our sentences were too short to decode information.
Different from the first version, this one includes more information and it is more organized. Inside the book, people can clearly understand the worship procedures and some of the taboos while visiting the temples. Foreigners will also get to learn some Taiwanese celebrations that they never heard before.
As for the statue that they want to know, we explicitly explain the meaning of 10 main gods that often appear in the temple in the book. For instance, Tu Di Gong, the god of land, and Wen Chang Di Jun, the god of schoolwork. Beside the guarding part, our new ebook features the interaction with the readers.
By clicking on the content page, you will connect to other pages that you can find in the book. We also install QR code in our ebook, through which foreigners can learn what the worshipper should bring and what should do to the offerings after praying to the gods.
Besides what we feature in the new version of our ebook, do you want to know where the foreigners can find it?
You can find our ebook either on our website or through QR code. As you scroll down the page, you will see a cover of ebook. Then hit the click here button on the upper right of the cover page, and you can download the PDF file of it. It is all about our ebook and research. It's time for us to move on to the last part.
To conclude, foreigners can use our new ebook to understand more about our culture, such as gods and festivals, and quickly find the information they want in the book now.
We accomplished our goal not only by posting the QR code on the internet, but also by posting the QR code in some of the temples. All in all, with the combination of modern technology, we're not only helping the foreigners, but also spreading our culture in an international language.
That's all for today. Thank you.
Great job. Would you please tell us more about why are you so interested in this topic and why do you like the foreigners to know more about our culture? Once again.
Back to when we were in junior high school, do you remember what we learned from the history class? We learned about the three main traditional Christianity. But in foreigners, they don't learn about our culture in the textbook. So this is why we suspect that they don't understand our culture. So we want to do this, and that makes our ebook so important.
And also, would you please tell me a little bit about what's the biggest challenge what's the biggest challenge in doing this kind of project?
I think the biggest challenge about doing this project is that, as we all know, Taiwanese worship culture is divided into sometimes like Taoism and Buddhism, and it is a little bit difficult for us to